And it has to do with this idea of superheroes not needing to hide their identities anymore.
Superheroes, supernatural universes, and extreme super villains. When it comes to queer representation in the media, it seems that comics like these and its characters are playing a major role.
Their worlds are reflecting more the diversity that we see in our world now.
It didn't always start out that way. For a while, being a comic book nerd meant you read a lot of the same kinds of stories with the same kinds of heroes. But as society moved towards more acceptance of diversity, so did the comic book industry, bringing in more queer characters.
You know, you have queer creators who were writing at the time who were doing this encoding of their identities into the comics. So I think they come together really well. Much in the same way the queer community comes together well with, say, independent cinema or something like that. It's a medium where you can tell the story you want to, and you've got the tools and the images and the symbols to actually tell that story.
Miller says the important thing is that someone's sexual orientation or gender identity isn't the focal point of the character. It's just one part of them that normalizes seeing them in lead roles. And with more comics being picked up as movies and TV series, comics have paved a path for the superhero genre.
If it's successful in the comics, if economically it's successful in the comics, I think we'll see it start translating into the films. I know they've already cast a gay male lead or looking for one for the new Eternals movie that's coming out in Phase 4 of the MCU. So we'll see. They're a little slower than the comics to progress, but I feel like the comics give them almost permission to say, oh, well, yeah, we can include.
But it isn't perfect. Sometimes by trying to be inclusive, writers or creators will go about it the wrong way. Miller says the important thing is that we are constantly seeing progress.
It does fill me with this sense of optimism that if an industry that was so much a boys' club like comics can embrace that kind of diversity, then everything should be able to.
In Calgary, Kristen Fong, City News.